Como me ve el culo la dominicana, lo rico que me chinga la venezolana. Andamos activos, perico, pim, pim. Billetes de 100 en el maletín. Que retumbe el bajo y Valentín, yeah. Aquí prohibido mal viene charity. Que perpico le tengo claritín. Yo llego a la disco y se forma el motín.
Okay, teams to benches, yes, get it. All right, first and foremost, ladies and gents, we want to give a hospitable welcome to our guests this evening, the Sheffield Sharks. Yeah, I like that. Wearing number 0 is M. McKnight. Number 1 is C. Alexander. Number 3 is S. Hanson Young. Number 4 is D. Martinez Morant. Number 10 is M. Bankovic. Number 11 is D. Williams. Number 12 is M. Montgomery. Number 13 is D. Garcia. Number 15 is Mike Tuck. Number 22 is M. Martin. Number 13 is Martin. And the Sharks are coached by Atiba Lyon.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, make some noise for your whole team, London City Royals! Wearing number 33 is the beast from the east, the Tower of Power. 59 pull-ups before breakfast. Give it up for Sam Torressi. Wearing number 15, the boy next door. Pass me the sugar, the sweet shooting stretch for Will Neighbor. Wearing number 12, dimes for days, point guard supreme. He's an international player in 2 countries, locally known, internationally respected, Obisi Dusha. Wearing number 10, the youngest in charge, South London, born and raised. Give it up for GB International, Jules Dan Hakolo. Wearing number 9, the microwave. He heats up in a second. Give it up for the professional, Josh Rogers. Wearing number 4, from North London, no less. The heart, the soul, the clutch gene. Give it up for A.J. O'Day Roberts. Wearing number 6, the South London sniper. You know his name, you know his game. Give him an inch and it'll take a mile. Give it up for E.Z.S. Lucas. Wearing number 11, the big man in the middle. The numbers man. NBA live in the building. Matthew Brian Amade. Hold on. Wearing number 13. Yeah, we got co-captains out here. Wearing number 13, the baby boy wonder. His handle is OJ is the greatest. The heart and soul of your London City Royals. Give it up for co-captain Orlan Chapman. Last but never least, the double machine, the GB International, born and raised in South London. Give it up for AGP Ashley Hamilton. And coaching your Royals this evening, another London legend. Born in London, leads London. He's done it all from grassroots, from street to elite. Give it up for BBL Coach of the month of February, Jay Williams. You can tell I'm hot tonight.
Welcome to May Madness here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. It's the BBL Semi-Finals, leg 2. The London City Royals against the Sheffield Sharks, fighting it out tonight for a spot at the O2 Arena next Sunday to determine Britain's basketball champion this season. And not much to choose from between these two squads after the first leg. It was the London City Royals pulling out a squeaker 63-61 on the road up in Sheffield on Thursday night. Mike Weber joined by Henderson Gabriel and Rick Hines. And Rick, everything to play for tonight?
Absolutely everything to play for. 2 points, just 2 points in it. And really, that is next to nothing in terms of these two teams. So basically, we're starting from 0-0.
The big thing to look at tonight between these two squads is the front court strength. The Royals have in Matthew Bryan Manning, along with Ashley Hamilton and Orland Jackman. Sheffield Sharks are a little bit light up in the front court. They rely on their backcourt, that three-headed monster of Chris Alexander, Dirk Williams, and Mackie McKnight. So very contrasting styles. Likely to see the Royals try to pound it inside, and for the Sharks, we're likely to see them try and play a perimeter-oriented game.
Well, yeah, I think both teams have a bit of everything, really. I mean, you say the Sharks don't have too much inside, but they've got Rob Marsden and Mike Tuck, both very competent big men, and I think they'll do their best to do the job for the Sharks.
Royals look to pound it inside in game 1. Marsden fouling out in just 16 minutes of play. So that will be an interesting storyline to see if they go to that game plan again. The leading rebounder for the Sharks this season, Rob Marsden, with 5.1 rebounds. So rebounding certainly favors the Royals here. 44-35, they out-rebounded the Sharks in game 1. So will be interesting to see if the Sharks throw everybody in the paint and really collapse for rebounds.
I think they might do, but there's a danger because the Royals have quite a few decent three-point shooters, and if they're all under the basket, then they might get rained on.
Yes, indeed. 3 players for the Royals up above 40% behind the three-point arc. Ed Lucas, Elvisi Dusha, and Will Neighbor, who led the BBL from behind the arc much of the season at over 50% when he was shooting godlike behind the three-point arc. He's cooled down a little bit, so it's so important for the Royals to get him going and into the flow early, isn't it, Rick?
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be looking to do that right from the beginning. I think a factor that maybe not many people mention is the officiating. I've noticed that officiating in London, they tend to allow a bit more in terms of physical play. So although Rob Marsden fouled out in the first leg, I think it's unlikely that he will do this time.
So we're just about ready to tip things off here as we look to determine one of the 2 places in the BBL final next Sunday at the O2 Arena. And ready to tip it off, Matt Martin against Ashley Hamilton. And it's the Royals that control it off the tip. Roberts hands it off to Dusha, the Albanian international. Elvisi Dusha played in Worcester last season. Here's Hamilton going to work, and he can't get the roll. And now it'll be Chris Alexander, averaging 19 points per game, 3rd in the BBL in scoring this season.
Yeah, he's somebody the Royals are going to have to really keep an eye on.
McKnight on now to Martin. This is Marsden on the block. He's got the mismatch. Kick out. McKnight thought about it. Goes from the elbow. Doesn't get the roll. And Jackman with a key defensive board. Orland Jackman, one of the best rebounding players here for the Royals. And there's the 3 ball from Lucas that is short. And both teams struggling to get some scoring here in the early going. Here's Dirk Williams crossing over. Williams driving. Williams lays it in for an easy 2. The native of Homewood, Alabama, opens the scoring here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. Dusha on to Lucas from the short corner, and his shot is short. Marsden with the board. Alexander over the timeline. He's going to play pick and roll from Marsden. Attacking now, Alexander, and he misfires, and another defensive board for OJ. Jackman on to AGP. Hamilton driving. Hamilton too strong. So a couple of missed layups here in the early going from Hamilton. Going to his left hand on that one. Here's McKnight on the pick and roll with Marsden. Royals switch. They swing it to Martin from the short corner, and he gets nothing but net. And the Sharks with a good start here. 4-0 they lead on the road here. Of course, they have to make up that 2-point aggregate deficit from leg 1. This is Dusha. Hamilton pump fakes, drives. Hamilton and throws it down with authority.
Missed a couple of layups. He made sure that time.
Ashley Hamilton dropping the anvil here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. Here's Williams. Kick out from the short corner. The shot from Marsden is off, and Hamilton with the board. He had 11 last game. It's been a double-double machine here for the City Royals. Dusha almost lost the handle. Gets the screen from Jackman. And now Dusha. Mid-range jumper. Doesn't go. Roberts looking for an offensive board. McKnight pushing it. And Alexander is going to waltz in for the three-point play opportunity. Chris Alexander getting out and running in transition. And he certainly has some jets that he can put to his disposal when he needs to. Chris Alexander, certainly a contender, Rick, for BBL MVP this season.
Yep, there are quite a few, actually, but yeah, certainly Chris Alexander's one of them. Very good player, high scorer, and very quick.
The best shooter in the BBL this season from the charity stripe, where he knocked them down at a rate of 92%. And misfires on the first one. Commentator's curse coming into play here.
Yeah, I think you take the blame for that, Mike.
Lucas, 3-ball. Big time bucket for the Royals. Ed Lucas, the South London sniper. Connecting from downtown and bringing the home side to within 1. McKnight on to Alexander. Get the screen from Marsden with the blow by. The kick out. Martin, McKnight, Williams. Get a hand up in his face and don't allow him to get the shot off. Here's Williams going baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Good defense by the London. Dusha. Watched by Alexander. He'll hound him the full length of the court. And now Hamilton sets the screen. Dusha. McKnight picks him up. They send it on to Lucas up top. On the wing, it's Jackman. He's been quiet offensively tonight. There's the jumper. There's the bucket for Orlin Jackman. Showing that inside-outside game that we've seen over the years. Last season, the captain of the Cheshire Phoenix. Here's McKnight driving. McKnight with the blow by. Yes, sir, with the roll. Return of the Mackie McKnight. A big-time addition to the squad mid-season. Dusha to Roberts. Handoff now back to Dusha. Lucas popping up top. Lucas driving. He's stripped. And now Williams in transition. One of the best in the BBL at running. Williams! And we have a blocking foul on LVC. Dusha. Heads-up recognition by Dirk Williams to sniff out the mismatch there and take it strong to the hoop, Rick.
I'll tell you, the Sharks are looking sharp. Sharp Sharks.
You got to fear the Finn. The Sheffield Sharks already pulled off one upset this postseason, knocking out the Newcastle Eagles, the number 3 seed. Can they upset the London City Royals, the 4th seed. Not much to choose from between these two teams. The Royals finishing at 18 and 15, the Sharks at 17 and 16. Royals 3-1 head-to-head this season. Of course, Sheffield did win here earlier this season in Crystal Palace, which is one of the toughest buildings to play in the BBL. The Royals going for 6 months undefeated at home in league play. This is the Albanian international Dusha on to Brian Manning. Had 9 last game. Nice dish, and Lucas gets the easy 2 off a beautiful feed from the big man, Matthew Brian Manning.
Yeah, there's not much to choose between pretty much all the teams from 1 to 8, as we found out earlier in the week when the Plymouth Raiders beat the #1 London Lions.
Williams cans the 3-ball. Dusha gets the screen on the block, and we have a kick ball here on Williams. So 14 on the shot clock, under 5 minutes to go, and the Sharks up by 3, up by 1 on aggregate, as Jules Dangakoto is going to check in, and this is a player that's really shown a lot of growth this season, H.
Yeah, he's come on really well. He's a London-born fella, and he's doing a really good job. And now he's come back into the BBL.
Brian Manning gets the roll on the baby hook. He's got it going early tonight, Matthew Brian Manning. McKnight directing traffic. Gets it on to Martin. He's watched by Hamilton. Marsden in the short corner, driving. Marsden kicks out to Martin. Here's Marsden going one-on-one with Brian Manning. Step back. It's short, and Hamilton with another board. He's been eating glass all postseason here for the Royals. On the block now to Brian Manning, spinning, bodying his way in. Kicks out to Lucas. Dangakoto, 8 on the shot clock, gets the screen from Jackman. Driving, and he throws it away. Can Alexander keep it? Can't quite, and a little bit of miscommunication here from the Royals.
Yeah, I thought when he went inside he was going to take the shot, but he decided to dish it out, and there you go, a turnover.
Here's McKnight backing in on Dangakoto. The wily veteran working on the youngster. Marsden, spin move. Marsden up and under, and he doesn't get the roll. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton, and he's stripped.
Oh, great strip there.
Alexander with the clear pass. Oh, chase down block. Dangakoto coming out of nowhere with the denial.
Wow, did you see them ups there?
Yeah, some pogo sticks, that's for sure. Jules Dangakoto, the Team GB International, one of the best defenders here in the BBL at the point guard position. McKnight into the corner. Martin, they chase him off the 3-point line. He loses the handle. Williams for 3, doesn't go. And we have a foul off the ball. And it looks like it's going to be Marsden whistled for the foul, as he got tied up with Matthew Brian Manning. So it's going to be important that Marsden watches his fouls. They can't afford another game to lose him early to foul trouble.
Not really, not in this situation, because Manning's going to dominate the inside otherwise. I know they can bring Mike Tuck on, but really, Marsden's just got to manage. He's got to manage his fouls now.
Bring Mike Tuck on, they do. The 2016 BBL Play-Off MVP, as he led the Sheffield Sharks to an upset victory over the Leicester Riders, the Toronto native. Here's Hamilton working on Tuck. Brian Manning on Martin. He's got a size mismatch. Martin just 6'5", and they'll wave off the basket. They won't give continuation, but good recognition by Brian Manning. He's got a big size mismatch over Martin, who at 6'5" is a little bit small for a power forward.
Yeah, and NBA is he's got a fast first step anyway, so once he takes him, he's going to be dead.
Neighbor misfires, but Dangakoto with the offensive board. So second chance opportunity here for the Royals. Dangakoto thought about it. On to Brian Manning. Brian Manning Tough shot.
Great defense there from Mike Tuck.
And Neighbor cleans it up with the offensive board.
He'll be my neighbor any day, putting it in like that.
Like a good neighbor, Will is there. Here's Alexander. Williams, Tuck, 3-ball. And it rattles out. Unlucky for the Canadian. Here's Dangakoto now. JDA, nice crossover. Dangakoto with the Euro step. Yes, sir.
Oh, great footwork there.
He can knife and cut into the paint with the best of them. One of the craftiest point guards in the BBL, Jules Dangakoto. Here comes McKnight. McKnight, tough shot, rims out, and Neighbor comes down with the board. Dangakoto will be picked up now by McKnight. 13 on the shot clock. They'll run the offense through Brian Manning. Dribble handoff, Dangakoto, 3-ball. Yes, sir!
Whoa!
JDA feeling it. Smooth crown jewels here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. 6-point lead here for the home side. McKnight, Sharks need a bucket. Momentum shifting to London. Williams picks up his dribble. Martin, Alexander. Swings it. Martin wide open. Doesn't get the roll. Roberts with the board. On now to Jules Dangakoto, who has had a terrific first quarter here. Hamilton. Brian Manning trying to get a seal on the block. Hamilton. Mid-range jumper. Yes, sir! Sticks it from mid-range.
Fish!
And we get a timeout from Atiba Lions. Heads up timeout here by the Brooklyn native as momentum clearly shifting to London.
Yeah, great timeout just to break the momentum of the City Royals. Great call up by Atiba. And I'm sure Junior Jay Williams will be saying to his boys, keep it going, fellas, keep going inside, keep doing what we're doing. We're having an excellent first quarter out there. It's an excellent game for any of the neutrals anyway.
45 seconds to go. It was the Sharks that punched first, but the Royals have come back here. Don't forget, the winner of this one will be at the end of season finale. Scoop up your tickets for the benecos British Basketball Play-Off Finals Sunday, May 19th at the iconic O2 Arena. Tickets are going fast. Get on to AXS.com and scoop them up while you have the chance. So 8-point lead here for the home side, 10 points on aggregate. Really important coming out of this timeout that the Sharks get some momentum back and run a good set here, H.
Yeah, they're going to need to get at least one good offense out of this set when they come back.
The Sharks are a team that shoot a lot of threes, so no lead is ever safe against them. Dirk Williams and McKnight, along with Alexander, can really get hot in a hurry. So they'll go with Sheffield will go with Williams, McKnight, Martin, as well as Mike Tuck. And getting his first action this evening is Drago Brusina, the Slovenian. Here's McKnight over the timeline. On to Williams on the wing. Tuck up top. On to McKnight. And they give the skip pass to Brusina. Brusina looking for Tuck on the block. The big man backing in. Double comes. Tuck fading. Doesn't get it. Unforgiving rims here for Mike Tuck, and 16 seconds to go. Royals will likely try to play for last shot here. Will Neighbor. Brian Manning trying to get a seal. He's got 5. He's got to hurry. Brian Manning step back, and it rims out. And that will do it for the first quarter. So 20-12, the home side feeding off this boisterous crowd as they've packed the Palace, and all momentum pointing the way of the London City Royals. The Sharks going to need to come back here. Speaking of coming back, we'll be back in 1 minute's time here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. Stay with us. Mike Weber here with Henderson Gabriel and Rick Hines, and it is the London City Royals with a 20-12 lead here over the Sheffield Sharks. And Rick, the place is bouncing right now, and why not? The home side, the Royals, have really come out and executed the game plan perfectly here, scoring in a variety of ways.
That's right. Jay Williams, the coach for the Royals, will be very happy with the way things are going at the moment. They've got an 8-point lead today, 10 points in total, and he'll be hoping things continue in the same vein.
It's been a lot of different players stepping up for the Royals at different points of the season, and tonight it's been Jules Stangakoto with a team-high 5 points so far.
Yep, Ed Lucas has 5 as well. There's a lot of guys there that can step up and score. Pretty much like the London Lions. You know, you don't know where you're going to be hit from.
It's the Royals shooting 52% after the first quarter play. The Sharks at 31. McKnight gets the screen from Bersina, and he almost threw it away as Jackman was trying to sniff out a steal. Orland Jackman up in the top 10 in the BBL in steals, and really finds so many ways to contribute to the squad, Rick.
Yeah, he's everywhere. You'll see him rolling around on the floor after the ball. He'll be getting rebounds. He'll be scoring as well. He's scored at important times. The super player for the Royals.
Bersina looking for some help, spinning on Neighbor, runs into Brian Manning, and now numbers for the Royals. Jackman, buckle up, and it's NBA unable to clean it up, and count it, as Matthew Brian Manning gets the second chance bucket and will go to the charity stripe to try and make it a 3-point play. Good execution on the transition, and for the Sharks, they're going to have to find a way to get a body on Matthew Brian Manning. He's been picking up offensive rebounds at will here in this one, Rick.
Yeah, he has. That's what he does. As you say, they're going to have to put a body on him. The thing is, though, he gets out quickly as well. For a big man, he'll run the floor.
So the University of Washington product completes the 3-point play. And the Sharks need a bucket bad. Here's McKnight. Jackman looking for a steal. The Royals throw a little bit of length at Matthew McKnight. And now they switch. Neighbor on McKnight. Bersina on the block. Faces up. Goes baseline. Double comes. Kick out. Alexander driving. Alexander. Mid-range jumper. And he misses everything. Here's Dusha the other way. Elvisi Dusha on the block now. NBA going to work. Hook shot. Neighbor with the offensive board. Doesn't get the roll. Loose ball. And now it's Roberts. And a fresh 14 for the Royals. Dusha. 6 on the shot clock. NBA, tough shot, and he gets it! Big time bucket from the big man who's feeling it tonight. The man, the myth, the legend, Matthew Brian Manning, heating up here. McKnight driving, steps back, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Marsden, and it is loud in here tonight. Bersina, jab step, puts it on the floor. Bersina denied. Roberts scoops it up. Roberts, Brian Manning. Brian Manning driving, baseline, and picks up the foul. And Matthew Brian Manning getting it done at both ends of the court right now, Rick.
Yeah, that's just what the Sharks didn't want. Got a foul from Bersina.
Matthew Brian Manning had 5 blocks in a game against the Sharks earlier this season, and he's brought the block party here to the Palace already. Here's Dusha, gets the screen from Neighbor. Skip pass. Roberts puts it on the floor. Jackman backing in on McKnight, stepping back. It's short. And Martin with the board. McKnight on the block now. Here's Marsden facing up against Jackman. And we're going to have a blocking foul on Jackman. With 7:35 to go, it's a 14-point advantage for London, and Ashley Hamilton, recently named to the BBL's all-defensive team, will come in. And if you want to know how to play interior D, watch Ashley Hamilton, Rick.
He's a super player. I mean, he's a great offensive player as well, but his defense is spectacular in this league.
Had 17 rebounds in a game in the quarterfinals in the home leg against the Glasgow Rocks. Dusha goes baseline. Nice dish! And there's a foul on the push against Martin. So that'll send Matthew Brian Manning to the charity stripe as Sam the Man Tolowasi will come in and try and give some energy here to the London City Royals. As right now, the big issue for the Sharks is how do you contain Matthew Brian Manning?
Very difficult. And he's got size, he's got speed.
A 7'3" wingspan, and he's a very well-decorated player. He's won national championships in Argentina, France, Mexico, Japan, and of course a BBL Cup earlier, or a BBL Trophy, I should say, earlier this year at the Emirates Arena in Glasgow when they beat their crosstown rivals, the London Lions, in a dramatic overtime final. McKnight, as Brian Manning goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Here's Marsden up top, 8 on the shot clock. Alexander, they need to get him going. Alexander driving, blows a tire, and it just hasn't been that kind of night so far for the Sharks. Brian Manning feeding the hot hand. The big fella, yes sir! He is on fire right now. Matthew Brian Manning. A one-man wrecking crew here as the Royals open up a 16-point lead here with 6:44 left to go in the second quarter. And Rick, certainly some adjustments need to be made here by Atiba Lions.
Yeah, he had to take a timeout, really. I'm sure he didn't really want to, but he just had to. The Lions, the Royals are just going away. The Sharks haven't scored yet this quarter. So they've got to do something now pretty sharpish, otherwise this game's going to get away from them.
Matthew Brian Manning up into double digits already with 11 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. He is stuffing the stat sheet. The Royals also shooting around 50% right now. And if you're the Sharks, you're not going to win too many games if you allow your opposition to shoot 50%.
No, the Royals are getting inside a lot. That's where their accuracy on the shooting's coming from. I mean, they've shot 1 or 2 from outside, but it's mostly inside, and it's mostly NBA. He's got 11 points so far.
The Sharks shooting just 25%, and they've only had 3 trips to the free throw line. They got to find a way to get some easy looks here, Rick.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult because the Royals are on a roll at the moment.
Rebounds 21-8. They have favored the Royals as they've used their size to their advantage here. And it's also allowed them to get out in transition as well. Here's Martin working on Tolowasi. McKnight, Dusha all over him. McKnight driving. McKnight denied at the rim. Roberts the other way now. The American on to Dusha. Ryan Manning, and he throws it away as he tried to go big to Ashley Hamilton.
Yeah, the idea was good, but the execution just wasn't quite right.
They have formed a formidable duo here, the Twin Towers, Matthew Brian Manning and Ashley Hamilton, arguably one of the best British front courts in their prime ever here in the BBL. Nice pocket pass! And a 3-point play opportunity for Marsden off a beautiful pass from Mackie McKnight. Will this be the bucket that gets the Sharks going? They need a lift, they need a spark right now, and a tremendous play from the veteran Rob Marsden. Of course, Marsden had a very quiet game in the first leg on Thursday with just 2 points. So already surpassing that in this one. He's done a good job to stay out of foul trouble. And the Royals, a little bit casual, throw it away. Can the Sharks get a run going here? Marsden backing in. Marsden! Yes, sir! He's heating up. So 5 straight points from Marsden. And the press is on. Dusha, Brian Manning, Roberts. 13 on the shot clock. From the wing, Toloasi. Kick out. And he almost threw it away, but his last touch on Alexander, as Ed Lucas is going to come in here to provide a little perimeter shooting for the Royals.
Yeah, this is much better from the Sharks at the moment. They're playing a lot better on defense, and they've just scored a few points, so that's going to encourage them.
Sharks have forced 3 turnovers already in this one. 5:25 left to go here in the second quarter. Dusha, Brian Manning, why not?
Oh! NBA!
From downtown Croydon, Alexander. Hanson Young into the game now for the Sharks. McKnight driving. McKnight, Hanson Young puts it on the floor. Martin, jab step, Alexander, 5 on the shot clock. He's going to get the screen and will attack Hamilton. Hamilton gets a piece of it.
Oh!
And a foul called on Ashley Hamilton. That is a tough one, as it looked like he got the block, but referees say made contact.
Yeah, referee Keith Williams is a lot nearer than we are, so must have been a contact there on the body.
And Chris Alexander, the BBL's top free throw shooter, will go to work here from the charity stripe. The product of Southern University, the 6'1" guard. And the Sharks are going to lean on him here in this one to get them back into this one, H.
Yeah, Alexander, great big time player. He's the man that they're going to be looking to. But he didn't convert, but he will get another shot at the free throw.
Just 3 points so far for Alexander, who has cooked the Royals this season, averaging 22 points per game. That 3-headed monster of Alexander, Williams, and McKnight combining to average 62 points per game against the Royals. So a little bit of nerves kicking in here for Alexander, who uncharacteristically has missed 3 free throws already. Skip pass. Dusha on the wing. Back to Lucas. The South London sniper.
Oh! Ed Lucas from downtown Croydon.
Inside, and a chance for a 3-point play. And a great response from Martin as Sam Toloasi is whistled for the push. So Dirk Williams is going to come in now as McKnight will check out, and quiet game here so far from Dirk Williams, who has so many tools at his disposal. He's got that tremendous 3-point shooting ability. He can do 3-point fadeaways, and then he's explosive when attacking the rim as well.
Absolutely. He's had a quiet start, but I'm pretty sure that he's back in here to do some serious damage.
Here's Hamilton. Dusha, Hamilton. Good ball movement. It's buzzing. Ed Lucas, and it spills out. Loose ball. Brian Manning cleans it up and gets the 2.
Inside.
Hustle, hustle, hustle from the London City Royals here. And it's a 17-point lead here with under 4 to go in the first half. McKnight to Williams. Hamilton on him. Back to McKnight. Driving. McKnight spinning.
Oh, nice pass off there.
Marsden, the spin cycle. Oh, Williams! Exploding, crashing the rim, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that's that elite athleticism that Dirk Williams brings to the game, Rick. H, I should say.
Yeah, he brings an absolute phenomenal style of play when he comes on the court. And that was just spectacular just now.
So Sam Toloasi whistled for the foul. He'll come out of this one with 3 fouls already, and a slow start for Toloasi. Kept off the score sheet, just 1 rebound, and didn't score in 5 minutes on Thursday. And a player that's not really leaned on by the Royals for points, but a guy that can make an impact in so many other ways.
Yeah, great defensive player. He's in 3 fouls. I'm sure he won't foul out. Coach Junior Williams will probably be looking at that and probably sub him at some stage soon. So he's around for the second half.
So Dusha handling the point guard duties. Neighbor from the corner, and it rims out. Has not been shooting the 3-ball quite at the rate that he was at the start of the season. Had 8 points the other day. Hamilton with good hands, almost got a steal. Neighbor goes for the steal. Williams. Tuck, 3-ball. And it's Brian Manning with the board. Brian Manning pushing it. Dusha in transition, slows it down. Gets the screen from Brian Manning. Attacks.
Yeah,
Dusha with
nice
the left hand.
Nice drive.
LVC Dusha. Tremendous effort by LVC with the left hand. Here's McKnight driving. Mid-range jumper from the elbow, doesn't go. Dusha and Brian Manning's off to the race. Oh! It's NBA time. 20-point lead. The Royals on a rampage. Oh, and Williams drives into a wall. Hamilton will slow it down now. He's got McKnight on him. Wide open. Lucas.
And Lucas.
And the building erupts. 23-point lead for the home side as the Sharks are looking rattled. Hanson Young working on Neighbor. And we have its last touch on London City Royals, so will remain Sheffield ball as Jules Dangakoto will come back into this one. 2:03 left to go, and so important these last couple possessions that the Sharks get some easy baskets and get some momentum.
Yeah, the Sharks definitely need to get something. Oh my word. Too hard off the backboard.
They drop it off to Lucas. Lucas, nice dish. Oh, the throwdown.
Into the middle and with the slam.
AGP turns on NBA Jam mode. McKnight. And we have a foul off the ball on Ed Lucas as Alexander was coming off a screen. So a holding call against Easy Ed Lucas as Bursina, the Slovenian, is going to come into this one along with bearded boy wonder Orlin Jackman. So Alexander from the charity stripe, who nerves have shown a little bit surprisingly here for Alexander, who's missed a couple from the free throw line.
He has tonight, but I'm pretty sure that he's an old pro. He'll settle down and start making some of these shots, because surely the Sharks really need some points on that board now.
The Sharks 5 of 11 from the free throw line now, so really struggling from the charity stripe, below 50% right now, and you really need to get those free points when you can at the free throw line, because this is a very big squad, and if you try to go inside they will punish you. So Josh Rogers now checking in as Matthew Brian Manning comes out, and a great first half for NBA Live. Lucas, the double comes. Neighbor swings it to Dangakoto. 10 on the shot clock. Dangakoto, pick and roll. Sharks switch. Jackman. Jackman! Yes, sir!
Inside the paint, the Royals are doing it!
Difficult shot, and Jackman converts against Dirk Williams. Here's McKnight. 12 on the shot clock. McKnight driving, kick out. Bursina gives it on to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. He's got to go. He'll go one-on-one. The double comes. Difficult shot.
Oh, nice shot there from Dirk Williams.
Dirk Thrilliams. What a effort with a hand in his face.
Yeah, he needs to start lighting up now for the Sharks.
Rogers Neighbor above the break, 3 doesn't go. Alexander with the board. Alexander pushing it into the paint, wheeling and dealing with the teardrop. No, sir. And a push on Mike Tuck, so a foul against the London City Royals. Good job from the Sheffield veteran to get on the offensive glass, and he'll be rewarded as he goes to the free throw line now.
Yeah, Mike is a seasoned veteran player. He's going to know all the stuff to do inside, all the nice little things that are going to get the little calls from the ref there. So excellent play from Mike Tuck there.
Tuck misses the first, the graduate of Loyola Maryland College. He's a 50% shooter from the free throw line this season, as Tuck has averaged 8.5 points per game this year. And he knocks down the second. Tuck had 4 points on Thursday night. Royals need to get it over.
It's great D from the Sharks.
The Royals get into the half-court offense now. There's a 7-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Dangakoto, Neighbor showing a screen. Jules Dangakoto, tough shot, rims out. Williams, 7 seconds. Can he get a good look off here? Williams attacking. Williams. And a foul on Dangakoto. So good aggressive play here from Dirk Williams, and that's what the Sharks need to do. They've been a little bit passive at times, passing up good looks, and at times also settling for the jumper instead of playing aggressive and taking it to the rim.
The way in for them is really just to go try and beat the Royals before they set up and get the old speed, get some fouls going like they did just now. Great vision there from Dirk Williams. Daniel wasn't set, so go past him, let him foul you.
Williams averaging 19 points per game, the graduate of the University of Alabama. He spent the summer at Oklahoma City summer camp in the NBA, so Williams certainly has a lot of pedigree to his name. And he has had some big games this season, and a really difficult cover. Dirk Williams at 6'5" with a lot of length to him at the guard position. Lucas, and that will be off the mark. So that will do it here after the end of the first half. It's the London City Royals executing the game plan perfectly here with a 21-point advantage, 23 points on aggregate. A lot of adjustments that head coach Atiba Lyons is going to need to make.
Yeah, at halftime he's going to definitely have to motivate his players, because the Royals are in a phenomenal state of affairs when they get into the key. They get into the key and it's all over. Coach Atiba is going to have to get his guys motivated and say, listen guys, we can't afford to let them get into the key, and we certainly can't afford to let them have certain rebounds, because the Sharks have looked a little bit sub-power to the Sharks like they were 2 nights ago. But we've got a second half to come, and it's going to be all exciting.
Royals shooting 52%, the Sharks at 30%. Rebounds favoring the Royals 28-13. So that's been the 2 big storylines in this one. And we are in for a great finish here. The London City Royals in the driver's seat, but the Sheffield Sharks can put points up in a hurry. So lots to watch for here in the second half as these 2 teams go battle as they look to punch their ticket to the Benecos British Basketball Play-Off Finals. I'm Mike Weber, joined by Henderson Gabriel and Rick Hines. We'll be back in about 12 minutes' time. Stay with us.
Free up my holes in the soul. When I can stop, I open the door. If I get the western up, I'm holding the go. I get up the CW, holding my road. Contact built on a hot phone. Turns on like a smoke.
Alright, as you are starting to make your way back to your seat, a couple of Royals announcements. For all of the parents, uncles, aunts, grandparents, children.
Welcome back to the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. 20 minutes separate the London City Royals from a historic result if they could punch their ticket to the BBL Finals in their inaugural season to go along with the BBL trophy that they've also hoisted. That would be quite an accomplishment, but as we all know, this Sheffield Sharks team can get hot in a hurry. There's a lot of three-point shooting, there's a lot of athleticism on this team, so certainly we are in for a fantastic second half here. Mike Weber joined by Rick Hines, Henderson Gabriel, and Rick, as we look back at that first half, a couple of statistics that really stick out. Points in the paint favoring the Royals 24-12. Second chance points favoring London 10-2. Bench points favoring the Royals 25-1. And rebounds in the home side's favor 28-13. Some big adjustments Atiba Lions is going to have to make here.
Yeah, I mean, the Royals have been just on top in every category pretty much. And I'm sure Atiba Lions has been having stern words with his team in the halftime break, because they need something pretty special in the second half if they're going to pull a victory out of this. I've got some scores for you. First half, Ashley Hamilton, this is the Royals, Ashley Hamilton 6, Ed Lucas 11, Jules Dangakodo 5, Matthew Bryan Manning 18, Elvisi Dusha 2, Orlan Jackman 4, and Will Neighbour 2. For the Sharks, we've got Mackie McKnight with 2, Chris Alexander with 6, Dirk Williams with 10, Matthew Martin 4, and Robert Marsden 5, making a total of 48 for the Royals and 27 for the Sharks.
So who will step up for the Sheffield Sharks? That's the big question. Of course, they have that three-headed monster of Alexander, Williams, and McKnight, who have largely been kept in check tonight. Williams having a nice game, though, with 10. But someone really needs to step up amongst those three, and also someone on the bench really needs to add a little bit of scoring here. You can't win too many games when you get 1 point from your bench in a half of basketball.
Yeah, 1 point isn't going to do it. They need a number of players to step up. I mean, I can't see anyone really. I mean, Dirk Williams can step in and go big at any moment. They've got a couple of players who can do that.
Rebounding, a big story too. The Sharks need to get someone on Hamilton and Matthew Bryan Manning and box those two out as they combine for 13 boards in the first half.
They're doing pretty much what they want.
Dusha, dribble handoff, Jackman, Lucas. Royals have been guilty of coming out of halftime in a bit of a sleep. Let's see if they can get an early bucket here. Lucas misfires, and it's Martin with the board. Of course, the Royals are going to want to play at a slow tempo here. Alexander on Lucas. Williams gets the screen. Williams goes one-on-one against Jackman. Williams! Nice move by Dirk Thrilliams as he gets to the basket at will. Dusha. Dribble handoff to Lucas, the South London sniper, driving with the left hand. Nice move by Easy End Lucas as he skips to my Lucas for 2. So many different elements of his game. He's a terrific spot-up shooter, but he can take it to the rim as well. Here's Alexander now, Marsden. McKnight wide open in the corner. They needed that big-time bucket from Mackie McKnight, as he gets nothing from net, nothing but net from the corner. Here's Dusha, on to Lucas, driving Lucas into the paint. Nice dish with the throwdown! Ashley Hamilton He sucked the gravity right out of the building on that one. Marsden hands it off to Alexander. Williams driving, working on Roberts into the corner. McKnight with the hot hand. Misfires this time. Offensive board for Marsden. Marsden backing in. Kick out. Williams in rhythm. Doesn't go. And a big board from Ashley Hamilton, who's working on a double-double here. Dusha driving. Kick out. Wide open. Hamilton lets the three ball go, and it doesn't go. Williams with the board. Looking to push it in transition. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on A.J. Roberts, the American. A.J. Roberts, a player that really can play that 3-and-D for you from the small forward position, and certainly a player that's really showed a lot of maturity and growth this season, Rick.
He has, yeah. He's had a pretty quiet time today, though. Hasn't troubled the scorers at all, apart from that foul.
Just his first season of professional basketball. Last year played in the NBL with the Hemel Storm. Had a big game against the Manchester Magic, leading them to the cup victory. Here's McKnight. 5 on the shot clock. Alexander in rhythm. And it rims out. Offensive board. And unable to get the rolls. Marsden. Jackman, can he save it? And he steps on the end line. So 7:27 to go. 20-point deficit for the Sharks, as the Royals outscored the Sharks 20-12 in the first quarter and 28-15 in the second, as they were on fire in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Blows a tire. Roberts. Jackman. Buckle up for the throwdown in the showdown. O.J. Bearded Boy Wonder getting up high and coming down hard. Alexander into the paint. Martin. And it is loud in here right now. McKnight gets the screen. Skip pass in the short corner. It's Marsden. Rims out. And the Royals swarming for the rebound. Roberts running. Roberts showing handles! And the throwdown. That was nasty. And we're going to get a timeout from Atiba Lions as the Sharks defense is breaking down, as the Royals have turned this thing into a slam dunk competition, Rick.
They have. I mean, they're feeding on the energy of the crowd, who are very loud today. And really, at the moment, it looks like there's no way back at all for the Sharks.
24-point deficit, 26 on aggregate. You think we'll see a switch here from the Sharks to a bit more of a three-point shooting game here from them?
They need to do something different. And if they do go to a more shooting game, which they could do, they have to get back on defense, because otherwise the Royals are just going to come down the floor and dunk some more.
The Royals are 16 minutes away from the Benecos British Basketball Play-Off Finals end of season finale next Sunday. And what an accomplishment it would be for this franchise in their inaugural season. It's been an up and down season full of twists and turns. A good start, some struggles in between. A 9-game undefeated streak, and then a 6-month undefeated run at home. A few more hiccups as they closed out the season, and now they're back on fire again here in the playoffs, Rick.
Yeah, it really has been an outstanding season for them. I mean, first of all, winning the BBL trophy, and now it looks as though they're going to be in the final of the Benecos.
Here's McKnight on to Williams, passes up to Tuck. Tuck inside, and the big man finishes for 2. They're going to need some veteran leadership out of Mike Tuck here. He's done it before. He has hoisted some trophies here. Can he inspire his troops? Hamilton driving. Hamilton! And he's denied by Tuck, who reaches in for a foul and will send AGP to the charity stripe. So Ashley Hamilton, the Team GB International, he has been a force this season and really solidified this front court. First time playing at home here in London after successful campaign in Spain, leading Manresa back to the ACB top division in Spain, and what a treat he is to watch, Rick.
Tremendous player. Everything seems so effortless for him. You know, nothing seems difficult.
Certainly a player that really reads the game well. High basketball IQ, lets the game come to him. This is McKnight driving. McKnight, and he almost threw it away. It's a deflection, though, off the Royals, so will remain Sheffield ball here with 12 on the shot clock. McKnight to inbound from the end line. McKnight, Martin, Alexander, Tuck, and Williams trying to claw back into this one for Sheffield. Alexander. Here's McKnight up top, working on Dusha. The screen comes, the Royals switch. McKnight into the corner. Tuck, the big man. Yes, sir! Mike Tuck is heating up here. And the Canadian veteran trying to give an inspirational boost here to his teammates. Jackman hands it off to Lucas. Lucas, the South London sniper. Misfires on that one. Jackman looking for the offensive board, can't come up with it. It's Alexander. Alexander into the paint, and he's met by two Royals. Here's Dusha, numbers for the Royals. Dusha all the way. Hamilton! And we have an offensive foul on Hamilton. Tremendous play by Mackie McKnight. Reading the play, getting his feet set just outside the restricted area. So a heads-up play by Mackie McKnight, disrupting the 3-on-2.
Yeah, that was an easy basket there for the Royals. Broken up by McKnight.
Mackie McKnight really a big addition to this squad mid-season, and this is a Sheffield Sharks squad that's really gone through a lot of adversity, I should say. They've seen some key players leave mid-season in Leslie Smith, Nick Madre, Anthony Collins, and they've really fought back here, and McKnight has helped solidify the squad.
That's right, they had some injury to the big fellow as well, Mike Tuck.
Here's the big man, Tuck, backing in, going to work on Brian Manning, and I think NBA got a piece of that. Tuck gets it back. Here's Williams wide open. Lets the three ball go, and he can't find it. Here's Jackman with the board. He'll slow it down. Jackman on now to Jules Dangakoto, the 23-year-old GB international. Neighbor. Brian Manning going to work on Tuck. Backing in. Bodying him. Knocks him to the ground and throws it down.
Get out my way!
Tuck thought he drew the offensive foul, but the officials saying to get up, get up. So tough one on Mike Tuck, as NBA just has a little bit more size on him. And there's a bit of, looks like some blood on the court possibly. Just gonna get some repairs done to the court here. And it is loud, it is packed here in the Palace tonight, as the home side 14 minutes away from making a trip to the O2. Good handles by Dirk Williams to keep possession of the ball there despite slipping. Here's Williams. Kicks out. McKnight driving. McKnight. Tuck puts it on the floor. Back to McKnight. Wide open in the corner. Mackie McKnight can't find it, but great effort there by Alexander with the tap out. Williams! Dirk Williams has arrived. Big bucket from the Alabama native.
Yeah, well taken from out there.
Can that be the spark the Sharks need here? Dangakoto gets the screen. Kick out. Jackman wide open. Three ball. Short. And Roberts looking for the steal. He is going to get whistled for the foul.
Well spotted by referee Gavin Nash.
So 3:45 to go. 20-point deficit, 22 points on aggregate. The Royals have been guilty at times of taking their foot off the gas pedal. Can the Sharks mount a comeback? McKnight with the spin by.
Great play there from McKnight.
That's going on the highlight reel as McKnight puts him in the spin cycle. Dangakoto, the double comes. Dangakoto directing traffic now. Royals offense looking a little bit stagnant now. Here's Neighbor. Brian Manning trying to get a seal. Brian Manning backing in. Fading. Tough shot. And Williams gets the board. Dirk Williams working on Brian Manning. Oh, goes up top over Neighbor.
Oh! Dirk Williams!
Elite athleticism from Dirk Williams.
Dish and jerk.
This is Roberts. Dangakoto. Here's Brian Manning, wide open. Jackman trying to go big to big. Roberts, 5 on the shot clock. Brian Manning. He's got to get it off in a hurry. 3, 2. Brian Manning, difficult shot, misses everything, and the Royals looking a little bit sloppy right now. Have not run very clean sets in their last couple possessions. Let's see if they can get a better look this time. 16 on the shot clock. Brian Manning offering a screen. Dangakoto waves him off. Brian Manning puts it on the floor, spinning, drop stepping, and Brian Manning picks up the foul. And
great call there from referee Rick Hickman. Rob Hickman there.
So Sam Tolawasi is going to come in along with Ashley Hamilton as AJ Roberts and Orlin Jackman will check out, as Royals offense has cooled down a little bit here in the tail end of this third quarter. And the Sharks trying to fight back here, still down 16. They can get this thing down to 10, 12 points. That would be a big win for them as they try to mount a comeback here in the fourth.
Absolutely, they've got to try and get this deficit down as quickly as possible with the time that's left in this third quarter. And the only way they're going to do that is to go really hard at the Royals in their offense there and make the buckets.
This is a team constructed to play pace and space basketball. A lot of fast players and three-point shooters, so interesting to see if they go small and trigger threes with a high frequency here. Here's McKnight. On to Williams. Dirk Williams, and Brian Manning is going to get whistled for the foul as he looked to knock the ball out of Williams' hand. 1:53 to go in this third quarter. Williams to inbound. On to McKnight. He's got Dangakoto on him. Marsden, Alexander, Tolawasi all over him. Royals switch. 6 on the shot clock. Martin with the 3-ball. Misses. And Hamilton with another board. Dangakoto, the youngster, played in Germany and Slovenia before coming home. Here's Brian Manning. Up top, puts it on the floor. NBA on the block now. Hamilton with the skyhook. Doesn't go, and had that size mismatch on Williams, but unable to convert it. Williams, yes sir!
Dirk Williams doing what he has to do out there.
Big bucket from Williams, and that is one guy the Royals do not want to see get hot. He is a microwave scorer. He can heat up in a hurry. Here's Neighbor. Dangakoto driving. Dangakoto! Yes, sir! Stop and pop. Jules Dangakoto finishes some more points in the paint for JDA as he shows off that terrific mid-range game. Marsden. Williams. Crossing over. Step back. 3. A heat check. It doesn't go, and Neighbor with the board. Good defense from the beast from the east, Sam Tolawasi.
He's doing a great job out there now. Now he's
Neighbor
settled down.
Passes up the 3-ball, puts it on the floor. So, but a foul on Hanson Young, who is in disbelief. And that is a cardinal sin to foul a three-point shooter. Can Matthew Brian Manning make him pay at the charity stripe?
I think he can. I'd expect him to score at least 2.
Have to like what you've seen despite this foul from Hanson Young. The Sharks aren't going to get back in this if they lay back off the Royals. They got to ratchet up the intensity here, Rick.
Yeah, they've really got no option. I wouldn't expect anything less from the Sharks. They're a proud team. and they'll keep fighting till the end.
Brian Manning over 20 points already tonight. Ashley Hamilton working on a double-double with 10 and 9. 3 for 3 for MBA, and this Royals squad has struggled at times from the free throw line, shooting about 69% on the season, so they've really stepped it up here tonight from the charity stripe. Here's McKnight, directing traffic, working on Dusha. McKnight into the paint, nice pass, Williams, and they force him away from the bucket. 3 on the shot clock. Williams, 3-ball from deep. Oh my goodness! Williams unconscious.
No time left.
Beats the shot clock, and Dirk Williams has 22. They double Hamilton. Neighbor, 3-ball, triggers it. Yes, sir, what a response from the boy next door. Loves them above the break threes and makes no mistake. The former Plymouth Raider, and McKnight with a nice cut to the hoop as he lost everybody with a sneaky drive. Seen some great dribble penetration tonight from McKnight. This is Hamilton on to Dusha. 7.5 minutes to go. And a reach-in foul on Hanson Young. 16-point deficit, 18 on aggregate. 7.5. It is a tall order for the Sharks, especially in this arena. This is one of the tougher places to play in. Tolowasi to Hamilton. Gets the screen from Neighbor, from the elbow. AGP, nothing but net. And that's that great basketball IQ, taking what the defense gives them. Here's McKnight. McKnight, 3-ball, calls his own number, and it rims out. Neighbor with the board. Dusha. Alexander trying to steal. Dusha blows by with the left hand. The circus shot from LVC Dusha. And we have a timeout from the Sheffield Sharks. How about that big-time bucket from LVC? LVC Dusha, a player that has really stepped up here tonight, Rick, with West Washington out of the lineup.
Yeah, he has. He's done very well. He's controlled things, really. Him and Dangakodo between them. But that was a super drive there. Going to the left hand, evading 2 big guys in the middle, and still putting it in the basket. Terrific.
A great read from Dusha, too. Alexander was cheating, looking for the steal. Great recognition by Dusha to be aggressive and take it to the rim. So Dusha with 4 points on the night, and he had 9 last game. So a player that can certainly step up and provide some secondary scoring. And the bench tonight here for the Royals has really been a factor as well.
Yeah, the Royals are a deep team. I mean, there aren't really any weak links. They can have guys coming in and doing a job at any time.
Certainly been terrific roster construction by Director of Player Operations Namo Shiri. They can play big, they can play small, they can play inside, they can shoot the 3. Really a multifaceted team here that can do it all.
That's right, and most of the guys are from London.
McKnight. And boy, would they love to play at the O2 for some more glory. There's a 3-ball from Williams. It doesn't go. Hamilton will slow it down as he gets up over the timeline. Hamilton. The big man going one-on-one with McKnight. Now hand it off to Neighbor. Here's Dusha. 8 on the shot clock. Dusha. Baseline. All kinds of traffic there. Here's Neighbor driving from the elbow, and it misses everything. Tolowasi! And we have a shot clock violation on the London City Royals with 6:17 left. And 6 minutes to go. The Sharks need to get going in a hurry. McKnight. Dusha all over him like white on rice. NBA gambles for the steal. Here's Marsden. Martin from the short corner, the baseline J doesn't go. Dusha the other way. Alexander picks him up. Dusha finds Will Neighbor. Neighbor. Hamilton, mismatch. Brian Manning, Neighbor, 3-ball. Unselfish play by the Royals, but unable to cash in. Here's Dirk Williams showing some dirty handles, and nice dish as well. Dirk with the dish for 2. Dusha, triple team. And we have a reach-in foul on the Sharks with 5:30 left to go. And we're going to get a substitution here as Ed Lucas is going to come in and provide a bit of shooting as Sam Toloasi will take a breather. And good minutes from Sam Toloasi, who didn't make much of an impact on the score sheet, but really provided a lot of hustle and that defensive intensity.
A lot of hustle on defense, and he's also a bit of a playmaker as well. When he can do a bit of everything. Like a lot of these
step
Royals
back!
players.
That is a big-time bucket from the Albanian international. And we're back up to a 21-point cushion here for the Royals, 23 on aggregate. Williams, Marsden, McKnight thought about it. And Brian Manning reaches in for the foul. And if you're the Royals, H, you really want to watch these fouls. You don't want to stop the clock and give the Sharks chances to get easy points from the charity stripe.
That's right, Mike. What you need to do is just keep the continuation going. So you don't need to do these little fouls there. He was going nowhere there. So.
Here's McKnight from the elbow. Mike Tuck doesn't go. And great hustle here from the Royals as Hamilton comes down with another board as he's got a double-double again. A rebounding machine right now, AGP. Dusha, baseline. And great job by the Sharks to seal off the baseline. Here's McKnight. Kick out. Alexander, they run him off the three-point line.
He's going to go on his own. And killed in there by Dusha.
And a great drive by Alexander. Heads up play, drawing the foul on LVC Dusha. And Chris Alexander will go to the free throw line. The Sharks have really struggled from the charity stripe. 8 of 16 right now, H. And
they need for it to come good now, because every point's going to be so vital for the recovery. 4 minutes 30 to go. They've got to score everything.
Really uncharacteristic stuff here from Alexander, who's missed a handful from the free throw line. The BBL's top free throw shooter, but it sure is noisy here. It is a playoff atmosphere in the Palace, no doubt, tonight. Here is Dusha. The double comes. Dusha breaks it.
Oh! NBA! And they slam it away!
NBA throwing it down. Here's McKnight the other way. And a tap in. Great effort from Mike Tuck on the offensive boards.
Yeah, great look there.
20-point lead for the Royals with 4 minutes to go. Dusha hands it off to Lucas. Lucas driving, kick out, and he threw it away. Very important for the Royals to protect the ball here.
Yeah, don't want to be doing turnovers like that, but I think he thought Manning was the NBA was going to be sliding in there.
Alexander picks up his dribble onto McKnight. 3-ball. The rainbow doesn't go. Hamilton, guess who, with the rebound. Dusha over the timeline onto Neighbor. Back to Dusha as they play catch. NBA shows the screen. They try to trap Dusha up top. Brian Manning thought about putting it on the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Triggers the 3. Doesn't go. Tapped out by Neighbor. Brian Manning corrals it, and now it's Dusha with 10 on the shot clock. Splits the D. Dusha, kick out. Extra pass. Lucas!
Oh! And Lucas from downtown Croydon.
Sharing the sugar. The London City Royals with a big 3. Williams, the response.
Oh, Dirk Williams comes and says, "Here, I can do that."
What a response from Dirk Williams. Hamilton working on Tuck. It's been a high-octane shootout. Hamilton now calls his own number. Lucas with the offensive board, and a fresh 14 on the clock now for the Royals, who will kill a bit of clock.
Yeah, they might as well use the 24 up.
Here's Dusha. They switch on him. Dusha with a deep 3. And a foul off the ball here on Will Neighbor as he got tangled up with Mackie McKnight, who will shake it off and stay in the game. He's a tough cookie.
Yeah, tough cookie to mark. But there you go. At the end of the day, you know, he's got to do something, you know, once he's in the key.
So Dirk Williams has been a one-man wrecking crew tonight for Sheffield with 25 points, but just hasn't gotten much help. Mackie McKnight with 12, but Chris Alexander has been missing in action, if you will, with just 6 points here tonight.
Yeah, he's had a tough night tonight.
Here's McKnight. Up over the timeline. McKnight onto Alexander. Alexander from the free throw line. And he gets the shooter's roll. Great response from Alexander. Can he get it going here in the final 2 minutes? Dusha. The double comes. They get it on to Hamilton. He's pressured. On to MBA. Lucas, 3-ball. Misfires, and it's Marsden climbing the ladder for the board. Alexander sidesteps MBA. McKnight thought about it, puts it on the floor. McKnight to the rim, can't finish. And we have a foul on the play. And we're gonna have a couple substitutions as Orland Jackman and AJ Roberts, 2 defensive specialists, are gonna come in. Great substitution by Jay Williams, as defense is what they need here at this time of the game.
Absolutely, not that I see that the Royals are going to have any problems on the defense here, but it's a great arm sub. Take a couple of players off, rest them. You know, the job's done.
So 143 separates the London City Royals from heading to the benecos British Basketball Playoff Final next Sunday. Who will they play? That is the question. Will it be the Leicester Riders or the Plymouth Raiders? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Hamilton. Dusha. Attacking. Dusha. Roberts on the baseline. Up top. Jackman. Pump fake. He's got to get it off in a hurry. Jackman. Denied. Here's Alexander the other way. Alexander to Williams. Great patience by Williams as he puts it in for easy 2.
Nice bucket.
Dusha. 1 minute to go here at the Palace. Rogers will kill a bit of clock. Roberts. The Royals will play catch here and kill the clock as the crowd is on their feet, saluting the home side.
Oh, Dusha!
Wire to wire, the London City Royals have dominated this one.
They put on a fantastic performance for the home crowd. Commiserations to the Sharks. They put up a reasonable fight, you know, but it wasn't to be their night.
A standing ovation being given here to the home side, and why not? A tremendous performance. It's been a sea of red. They packed the Palace right to the rafters tonight, and they're trying to make this a 20-piece here. So Dusha knocks down the technical. So Dusha, Hamilton, Rogers, Roberts, and Dangakoto. And as the Royals move on, who do you think they match up with better between the Riders and the Plymouth Raiders?
Certainly a matchup against the Riders will be fantastic. The Leicester Riders, that would be an excellent game.
Riders, the 2-time defending champions, and the Plymouth Raiders have had a remarkable run here, knocking off the #1 seed London Lions, I should say.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic end to the season, the Plymouth Raiders.
And Hamilton with another board, and that brings him to 12 rebounds on the night. What a defensive effort. 12 and 12 for AGP. The Royals captain. Here's Dusha. Kick out. Rogers. 3-ball with a hand in his face. Why not? Rogers.
From downtown Dulwich.
With some icing on the cake. And the Sheffield Sharks will dribble it down. Great sportsmanship here between these two squads. And the London City Royals cap off an historic inaugural season here in the British Basketball League. They couldn't have written it any more perfect than this age.
They've had a fantastic season, the Royals. Congratulations to the Royals. They've had a great season, and they've done London proud.
For the Sheffield Sharks, it ends in disappointment tonight, but it certainly was a season to remember for Sheffield. They pulled off a tremendous upset against a very difficult Newcastle Eagles team, and they really put up a great fight in leg one. Just ran out of gas here in the second leg.
They did. The Royals were just so strong tonight. Everything was on point. Excellent semi-final game. Excellent crowd, and it's been an excellent performance from the City Royals.
City Royals shooting 50% on the night. Sheffield Sharks shooting 40%. What a performance, as the London City Royals will move on to the BBL Play-Off Final at the O2 Arena. And Rick, what aspects of their game do they need to tidy up a little bit? Of course, it was a terrific performance tonight, but they're going to be in tough, whoever they play, whether it be the Riders or Raiders.
I think if they can play like they played tonight, they'll do well against whichever team they're up against. They were playing freely. They shot very well. They went inside. They went outside. If they could do the same thing, they'll be in good shape for next week.
So Dirk Williams with a game-high 30 points. Matthew Bryan Manning with 27. He the man of the match, or is it Ashley Hamilton with 12 and 12?
I think it's got to be Matthew Bryan Manning tonight. He came out from the very beginning, took rebounds, dunks, a couple of threes as well. He did pretty much everything tonight.
So the London City Royals advance to the benecos British Basketball Play-Off Finals with a 154-130 aggregate victory over the Sheffield Sharks, and they look to keep this storybook fairy tale season alive and add some more silverware to their trophy cabinet. And what a season it has been. Will they play the Leicester Riders or will it be the Plymouth Raiders? We'll have to find out tomorrow. For Rick Hines, Henderson Gabriel, I'm Mike Weaver. Thanks for tuning in to this one. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were watching this one, and we appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow, and do get out to the O2 next Sunday if you get the chance. For all of us here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre, so long from South London.